Greetings everyone, Andrew here. I have a brand new game that I just got from Steam. It came out today. It came out this morning, quite a few hours ago. I mean, I had to finish work and then I had some other things going on, and I finally have gotten to sit down and play this. I've watched a few videos of this, the preview videos from the publisher. And this game looks pretty amazing. It's a little different from what I've normally played. Well, here, let me just read you what the creators say. Firewatch is a single-player, first-person mystery set in the Wyoming wilderness. The year is 1989. You are a man named Henry who has retreated from his messy life to work as a fire lookout in the Wyoming wilderness. Now, the videos that I have seen, the game starts off pretty average. You're just kind of getting familiar with the game, and then it builds. And from everything I've been told, this thing is very story driven, and it looks pretty cool. So let's just jump right into it. I've already set up some of the controls, and the settings are pretty straightforward. All these things I've already gone through and set everything up. I hope that sound and all of that is acceptable, and we'll be able to enjoy the game. So without much more delay, how about we go ahead and get started? Now, I have not, as you see, I have not played this at all. So we're going to be experiencing this together at the same time. So let's see how this goes. I'm not sure how long this loading screen will be. Hopefully it'll be pretty quick. All right, here we go. I don't want to talk over anybody, any dialogue or anything like that, because this is a very story-driven game, from what I understand. It looks so amazing. The artwork is incredible on this thing. So, Boulder, Colorado, 1975. All right. Sounds like we're in a diner or some kind of a restaurant or something. We see Julia. Well, right now it looks like I see spots, but all right, we'll take their word for it. We see Julia. Oh wait, do I need to click? Okay, there we go. All right. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing, well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So, what's your, major? You're pretty. That one could be funny, but I think I'll go with this one. So, hey, what's your major? You slur the word major, and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool. You reply. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn, you ask? She says definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asked you if you want to split a cheeseburger. Oh boy, cheeseburger sounds pretty good. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Nice. Hey, if it always worked out that easily. But you know what? If you just get the guts up to go over and ask and say hi, you never know. If you don't, the answer's already no. Okay, so it looks like right mouse button to use objects. So we have a backpack. Let's see, we're in an elevator. Can move around using the WASD keys. Looks like we've got some elevator buttons, but first let's go ahead and wait a minute, I guess I gotta hold it, pick it up. Oh no, left click. Okay, I had the icon backwards. That was actually the left mouse button that was being played. Oh, all right. What do we got here? So we're in an underground parking area. 1, 4, and then 5 through 8. Can we interact with anything here? Okay, it looks like all I have are the WASD keys right now. So I gather, like most other games, they'll turn on like jump and run and crouch and all that kind of stuff, I guess, as we go through. But I'm clicking on some of these things and nothing appears to be happening. Maybe we're not supposed to be interactive just yet. I am going to gather this is probably our vehicle right here. Yep, there we go. Throw the backpack in the back. Hop on in, and I guess we'll be on our way. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. Yeah, hey, that's what love is, man. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Well, if that's what the kids are calling it these days. All right. Julia wants to get a dog. Hey, dogs are cool. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Me personally, I love German Shepherds. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. No, I'm sorry. We're going Shepherd on this one. Mayhem's an excellent dog. He loves wrestling with you in the park and goes with Julia on her runs. Even though he's too big to bring to school, Julia loves him all the same. Mayhem is a friend, child, a pet, all rolled into one. I love German Shepherds. Always have. That was my first dog I ever had was a German Shepherd. 1979. Okay, looks like, 4 years later? You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. That's when you go, oh no, the talk. Kids, they're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some, a couple of little idiots. See, now this is where it's hard for me because I have 2 kids. So to me, it would be like great, because I love my boys. But playing the game as a guy in his 20s, you'd probably be more inclined to say why the rush. But I'm going to play this as me. So I should probably get married. I would like that. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. So I don't know. I have no idea how big a turning point or branching point, rather, that decision was. Either to get married or to say yes to the kids or to wait. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll find out. Okay, so it looks like we've driven up into some kind of a wooded area. Looks like it's gated. Can I run, jump? No. Fire danger. Looks like extreme fire hazard. Prevent forest fire. Ooh, can prevent forest fires. We already got our backpack. Okay. Thoroughfare trailhead. Say anything about where we are? I don't see a "you are here" anywhere, and I don't see a zoom. Oh wait a minute, there we go. Right mouse button allows me to zoom. Okay. Looking, I don't see a "you are here," but okay. So we get a there's the sun, and it's not moving fast enough for me to tell if that's west or east. But I don't know. Anyway, so what else do we have? No fireworks. Do not forget to check in. You're in their bear country. Learn to live with bears. Thoroughfare trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. It's a primitive backcountry trail, a bunch of other stuff. Okay. So we got a nice map. I hope we don't have to memorize that too much because my memory is not that great. But to Thoroughfare lookout. Okay. Well, it looks like we have. Oh, do we have anything in here? No, nothing we can use that for. Looks like maybe a little garbage can or something. All right, we'll head on into the trail. Some rocks. Oh, hey, look. Got shoes. Green shoelaces. Cool. Wonder how... Oh, okay. All right, so we're heading on to the next area. 1980, so a year later, it's Thursday night. Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. Do you get mad or do you ignore? And to me, I think it would probably be better mad, because then you confront it. You're going to confront what's going on rather than ignore it, because ignoring a problem never works, at least in my opinion. Okay, so you... no, I would never do that. My wife would punch me in the face. You call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to, and not to be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it, and it hurts her feelings. You gotta be careful what you say when you're angry. Some of that stuff can hurt. Julia still likes to draw. So a year has gone by. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like I would probably go more the He-Man route. That's what I would do. I look awesome. Oh, hello. Down we go. Oh, look at that sunset. Oh, I guess maybe we're getting kind of a backstory as we're traveling to wherever our destination is here. Okay, all right, that makes sense now. Sunset. Oh, look at that. That's a gorgeous sunset. Look at that. That's pretty gorgeous. I love the artwork. Look at this artwork. This is amazing. Love this. This is awesome. Colors are all kind of, burnt, washed out from the sunset. Oh, this is great. This does remind me of Wyoming. My aunt lives over in Wyoming, up in the northern area. Two Forks Fire Lookout, 8 miles ahead. 8 more miles still. Okay. So, spacebar to climb over obstructions. Alright, so we can't just walk over it. We actually got to hit the spacebar. So we get a little animation there of jumping over it. Nice. Okay, a little time has passed. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Mayhem at night. Alright, cool. The dog is still around. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Oh, is this going to go bad? Mayhem runs away. Oh, man, you didn't train the dog? She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker. I'm always the kind of guy that, I'll confront the danger, but as soon as the danger is over, it's over, and you consider the thing done, just because I understand the law and whatnot. And my dad was a cop, so that's the way I understand. So I'm going to go this route. I mean, this may change an outcome, but I'm going to go with the scaring away. So you reach into your pocket like you've got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare all 3 of you. He runs away. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say, okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. Okay. What happened to the dog? I didn't train the dog. 1984. So here we are, 3 years later after talking about the kids? 3 or 5 years later? And then, so we still haven't gotten around to the kids. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. That's pretty good, actually. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. How can you commute? That's asinine. How can you commute? See, this sucks. This decision kind of sucks. Because commuting, that's just going to, no. And if I convince her to not take the job, then that will always make her wonder. And then that'll rub the wrong way. But of those two choices, I'll go with that one. Yeah. And so you tell her that this means you two won't have a family, and she says that's BS. She's totally right. She asks if her taking the job means you won't come with her, and you say yes. Again, BS. And she decides not to take it, and now she's going to blame, us for this decision. It's never a good spot, man. You got to go where the job is. You have to, and then family comes first. You support the team. Anyway, I'm mixing real life and games. I should probably stop doing that. Anyway, 1985, Julia is asked to leave Boulder on paid leave after having an episode. Oh, she lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. So it sounds like stress and having a bit of a break. So she was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it, or you make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. Now, see, like I said before, you ignore problems and it'll fester and get worse. So let's see about talking to somebody. So after seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She's 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. God. I haven't known anybody personally that's happened, but the in-laws, extended family via in-laws and friends of friends, that kind of thing. I've known people who have had that, and it's just terrible disease. All right, I apologize about that. I had to take a brief break there, but we're back and let's continue on. So I can't really move. What can we do here? Looks like we're bedded down for the evening. It's almost nighttime. There's some birds flying around. We got a journal. Let's see what's in here. He-Man. That's not quite what I pictured, but okay. Mayhem is getting older. He's got a silver hair down his back and slows down at night. You and Julia walk him to the bar to see your friends, and it feels like nothing has changed. Julia goes back to the university. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. That sucks. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed, make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. God, that has got to be just a horrific disease. You tell her family they're crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility, or you are determined to take care of her by yourself. God, that is a tough decision. Very tough. Let's try to do it. Let's see what we can do for her by ourselves. look at this trees in this forest. Oh, gotta be careful with where I'm going. Looks like we just carefully walk across the log here. Oh, look at our buddy. Oh, and away he goes. Big old elk. It's impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours, drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. You put a chair in front of the bedroom door, you trust that she sleeps like a rock. Well, see, that to me just seems like a bad idea. Let's see if she sleeps like a rock. She'll probably sneak out. But anyway, you go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. 1989. One night you were stopped at a DUI checkpoint. Oh boy. You blow a .10 and you're taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia's coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Man, talk about a predicament to be in. I mean, nobody should have to go through that. It is such a devastating disease. Talk about setting the mood, man. Dang. Wow. Okay. All right. So, okay. Looks like we are at the top of the hill here. Like I said, our next objective is to probably getting up in there, and that's going to start us off for the game. But I think that's pretty good to go for now. Before we get going too much further, I want to put a break to the action here, and we will pick this up again in the next episode. So, hey, it looks like we've had a pretty good groundwork as far as the mindset of this guy, Henry, his past and where he's at now, what's going on, and maybe why he took this job. But now we have some ominous stuff. Looks like going to be coming. So, all right, we'll see you guys in the next episode.